We are here as a delegation of African civil society, leading by the team from DRC. Would like to meet the media today to give them our common position as African civil society about our position on this COP16 held in Colombia, Cali. It is for that we need to present to you our declaration. And this declaration coming among the meeting we have done in Senegal last month, and this meeting we collected all voice from African civil society and the local community and the indigenous people to present the voice that we can present at the COP16. The several term was discussing within this meeting, and that we bring this common position. The first is one on the term. It was about the food sovereignty, which highlighted the need for strengthening of agroecology policy and practice, community forest and land management, pastoralism, fishing practice, especially for women who constitute the majority of rural area community. The second term was about just transition that interrogated the labor consideration in energy sovereignty, the fast, fair, and equitable fossil fuel phase out, and the system change as we move toward renewable energy adoption and green industrialization of the African continent. And the third term is about climate and biodiversity finance, with a focus on financial architecture, an innovative financial mechanism needed for the just transition, including agroecology adaptation and mitigation, and the loss and damage that people are affected by climate change and the loss of biodiversity. As African people, we declare this. 1. The integration of agroecology into national strategies and into the roadmap of implementing the global biodiversity framework, because we can't protect forests with conventional agriculture, but we need agroecology policies integration. 2 is about climate justice now. We demand a climate justice for global south as African community at the center of climate action. The global nation who have contributed most to the climate crisis affecting our nature, our biodiversity, and the indigenous community, we denounce all forms of false solution to climate change, such as net zero, geoengineering, and fossil fuel extraction across the whole Africa now. It is time to prioritize sustainable practice through people-centered renewable energy that protect our ecosystem, our biodiversity, and support the local economy. Fossil fuel and mining company must pay for the rehabilitation of our land already degraded, ocean and river, resulting from hydrocarbon and mining exploitation. 3. We need the localization and decolonization of funding mechanism supporting biodiversity and climate action and indigenous people land community now, because climate reparation, remediation, and compensation to the impacted people of Africa alongside colonial reparation must be paid to African nations and the global south, reflecting the scale of damage caused by climate change and historical exploitation. These reparations should be in the form of grant and not the loan for future entrenched debt. 4. Reform land tenure law and promote food sovereignty. African government must embrace food sovereignty by prioritizing local food crops over crops and by promoting seed conservation method and resisting to GMO in order to better implementing the global biodiversity framework. The 5 is to stop vast colonialism, because Africa is not the dumping ground and we are not disposal. It is therefore paramount for us as Africans to adapt to the global plastic treaty, which allow us to address plastic pollution across its life cycle from extraction and production and disposal. And the 6th is the free, pure, on informed consent and self-determination of local community and indigenous people. Women and indigenous people and their community right need to be ratified and implemented in all extractive and lodging projects. Community must have the right to say yes or no for their development, and they should community say yes, they should dedicate the time and the project in a manner that benefit them and the environment. The compensation should be commensurate to the level of displacement and losses. The emergency for protecting environmental defender and the indigenous community landless is now. And the 7th is the last, involve the impacted and marginalized in decision making. Government should develop sustainable participation mechanisms that bring women, youth, indigenous people with disability, and Hilda, fish forker, small-scale food producer, voice to the policy table to create people-centered policy and real solutions that address the effect of climate change and biodiversity loss. The demand of impacted people in the diversity must be heard and respected worldwide. It is this statement produced by 21 countries of Africa where civil society take this voice and to present it ahead. Thank you.